Season finale for the multi-class community event with Tugis and ESRA, the Esports Racing Argentina crew. I think I'm starting P5 in the GT3 category. I could be mistaken. So I'm thinking that's going to be enough fuel to get to the end. So let's get pieces up, presets up here.
Who did we lose on board? We lost Adam.
Adam. So fuel pad is going to be none. Hard.
It's a standstill start, Martin, is it?
Fix.
That's standing.
I should put this
standstill start.
Front
or
only.
rolling start.
No,
Standing.
All four.
Not rolling.
Which I might do if we have a damage situation. And then damage only. Yep, that'll work. Okay. Well, let's feel how the car feels when it's all fat on fuel. That'll be the big question. Doing pretty close to 43 flats in qualifying, but this is Imola, and it's race room Imola. On top of that,
clear.
And our problem is
Your
that
brakes are cold. Let's
the
get some
curves
heat.
here particularly can break the left side very, very easily. Right side holds up a little bit better just because it has the tires are, you know, in a more properly pressurized point of view. Not point of view. PSI. Their pressures are closer to ideal. There you go. And that helps them take the curves a little bit better. But the Imola curves in race room are pretty notoriously destructive. So as a result, some of the lines you happen chance, particularly through Villeneuve in qualifying, you're not going to do during the race. You're not going to avoid the curbs per se, but your willingness
Incident in
to
Sector 3. Sector 3 is yellow.
hit the yellow bumps, the turtle shells,
Looks like P3's gone off.
is going to be
Green flag Sector 3.
a lot less. So hopefully everything goes according to plan here today, and I don't have to make a second stop. Did pretty well at Daytona, but picked up a speeding in the pit lane penalty. An odd one because I am, upon watching the replay, I'm actually quite certain that the penalty came on pit exit as opposed to pit entry. Get the last of that water out of the bottle there. Before we go on to Camelback.
That's 2 minutes left.
So
2
should
minutes.
be able to get
V6.
one lap in here that's timed. Nice long straightaway here. Variante Tamburello.
You know what the craziest thing is I actually had Alexander by
Variante Villeneuve.
0.145. I messed it up at the chicane.
Through Tosa.
Nearly a pole.
Don't know where that pace is coming
314,
from.
that's about a half second slower.
Okay, I'll take it.
So
I'll probably mess it up.
I don't know if we can get below. If we get 44s
The leader
on a
has just
consistent
done a
basis, we probably are
143.6.
okay in the race. Maybe 45s being kind of like the edge of okay. Alright, that was Aquaman Raleigh.
Oh.
The vaunted
Sector
destructive
2's 2 tenths
Variante
off the
Alta.
pace.
38. That's not bad actually. It's a pretty reasonable second sector.
Are you still your thing there?
And Ravazza.
Still better than Mike's thing.
You're tempting the fates now there, boyo. Stand alone, being completely unable to sing.
That puts you 1.3 off the pace. That was a 144.9.
Please no.
No, go for it, Mike. Go, Mike. Go, Mike.
That's the end of the session.
I think everyone is less bothered by it than you, Martin.
I'm not. It's just fun. All right, good grid.
All right,
I think we got good numbers. Like what?
Let's do
24,
this.
25? Hopefully.
let's do it.
26.
Let's bring it.
There we go. Don't forget fuel.
Got the taped fingers today to protect the callus removal sites. So
Come on, Steve.
let's get moving.
Please don't be a mess with the GT at the back.
Okay, fuels are good.
I don't want to start the first
Estimated
row.
34
This is
laps.
bad.
Oh, Martin did get me at the end. Okay. I thought Martin was behind me, but he apparently is ahead. Along with Mateus Gonzalez,
Good luck, have fun.
Ariel Zatoni, and Alfonso Alexandre.
Have fun.
And behind me it is Jamie Fordham, Luciano Echazo, and Cole
60
McRae.
minutes.
Alright, that's the people I really want to see.
Alright, Michael, get ready.
Because I've shit talked them on commentary.
Go, go, go.
And in
Left side. Clear left.
not a good start.
You're in the middle.
Bogged down there. Chazo flew.
Hold your line.
I think Gonzalez moved early.
Still there.
Didn't see him
Clear
get a
right.
penalty.
Clear all
but
round. Left side.
not that it really worked
Hold
out
your
for
line.
him.
Clear left.
Yellow flag, white flag.
Fordham
On your left.
shoving his way up into
Still there.
Tamburello. Oh, somebody was way off.
Green flag, you're clear.
Hold your line.
Red
Hold your line.
Ermer.
Clear left.
God damn it, Ermer. I'm a little angry about that just
There's a
because
white
of
flag.
blue flag or yellow flags
Bad
being
start,
up.
mate, but there's plenty of time to make it up.
Clear left.
I think yellow flags is not when you go side by side through any of the chicanes through here.
Yellow flag, stay sharp. Incident clear, green flag.
Yellow flag, down 4 spots. I'm okay with it. It's where you are at the end that matters,
Only
not
dive
where you
bomb on
are
GTEs.
at the start. I think most of the cars
Faster,
that went
Andrew,
off were
faster.
GTEs,
Sorry.
not 3s. So I got Ermer and Gonzalez ahead of me. Gonzalez, in theory, has a drive-through penalty. I didn't see it pop up, but I did definitely see him move inch at the start, so I would assume he's got one. Also thinking maybe Luciano does, because he flew through the grid. Let's see if anyone hits the pits. So we're coming up to the pit lane. If anyone has
Car
one,
left.
they're not serving it yet.
Hold your line. Clear left.
Oh, it's Tobias.
P9.
He's like, why is that car just flying past me? It's GT, okay? And one of the fastest GT drivers also in the field. We'll break a little early because Ermer and Tobias can sort their shit out. And behind me I have Adam Komorowski, who I actually have a voice to put to the name now, because he was for a little bit there on
Yellow
our
flag,
commentary. Oh, that's Cole McRae.
green flag.
Cole off. Puts me up to 8th. Tobias still working his way through there up ahead. The white car there getting past Mateus Gonzalez. Damn it, Mateus! Why do you have to be driving Mauricio Delgado's livery? I know why. There's not many C7 liveries, and we have a lot of C7s in the field. That's the answer. But a lot of people are running that livery.
Sector 1 is clear.
I know Henrik Ermer's running it. I was planning to run it, so like I can't blame him. It's a good livery. I was gonna run it, and then I'm like, there are way too many of this livery. I'm gonna run the RWT livery car, because at the time, no one was running it. I still think I might be the only one that is running it. I think. This is like
8th place.
46.1.
That lap time was
So slow.
146.19.
Let's see how much of it was going kind of cautiously into Tamburello. About maybe 3/10. A little shape there. I was generally quite quick in the first sector. It's the second and third sectors where in qualifying and in practice I was losing time.
Your front brakes are pretty hot now.
Okay. Yeah, they didn't get through Tosa very well last lap.
Okay, Michael, hold your nerve. Just keep it smooth. No mistakes.
A little alarmed that I'm not putting a little bit more pressure on Irmer and Ichazo. I mean, they did qualify behind me. And I know Luciano is not super comfortable at this track. So, that's a little disturbing.
Your left side tyres are cold.
No damage to the tire, thank you.
Yellow flag in sector 3.
Everyone's left side tires.
I think P4's gone off in Ravazza 1. Yellow flag, stay sharp.
It's off.
Incident clear, green flag. There's a white flag, yellow flag.
It's Fordham.
You're clear, incident clear.
That's 7th place. Somebody's angry, I think.
Sector 3 is clear.
So this is good.
P7.
55.2s. Faster than Irmer, faster than Ichazo, that's good.
Okay, Michael, there's a faster class car approaching.
That would be Arjun Lakshmi. Coming in closer. Let's just try and hit some 44s here for the next little bit. If the opportunity to promote myself comes up, I'll do it. Edmonds is up at the head of this, so I think really just whoever's in first place, which I assume is Alfonso Alexandre, is out of sight.
The gap behind is now 1.1 seconds.
Now, sadly, I do have company behind me. Do not try to go side by side with me through Minerali, please, Arjun. Mostly because you can do it here.
Right side, clear right. Right side. Still there.
Trying to give him as much room as I can.
Hold your line.
Somebody left the server.
Still there. Clear right.
I was kind of hoping he'd be able to get that done before Alta. Like, I'm trying not to race him, but like it's not a blue flag scenario, and I want to stay on the back of this fight for second place. He's gonna come through. I need to move that. I need to move my delta rating so I can actually see the chat when it comes up. Oh, I'm not intimidating. Intimidated. I lost ground because of a GTE, not because of anything Komorowski did. 15 GT3s today. 26 cars. I'm not sure.
Sector 1 is yellow. White flag, mate. Yellow flag.
Oh, Luciano.
Magic.
Green flag, you're clear. It looks like Ichazo has binned it in Villeneuve.
Alright, almost back up to my qualifying spot. It's the 4 guys that beat me in qualifying and Irmer ahead of me. Lots of people off this race. Makes me think we're going to have a busy stewarding, but it is also the finale, and I think finales tend to be where a lot of people don't really report. I know that, for example, the 3D Speed Suzuka Finale has 0 reports as we speak.
Sector 1 is clear.
So it's just going to be a first lap review that we do probably tomorrow. Delgado behind me. He got past Komorowski. Okay. Okay.
Okay, Michael,
No, it didn't
gaining on
advance.
this car. The gap is 1.0 seconds.
Cool.
A little deeper than I want to go there. Gotta be careful. I didn't grab my camel pack. Straw.
6th place. That was 144.82. That's your
Surprised
fastest
that I'm
lap
being given
today.
that I'm in the positives by 6 liters for fuel. I didn't expect that much cushion. It's 2 laps of cushion. It's not ridiculous. I'm okay with it. When we do ACC, I actually like having 2 extra laps because then you can do the cool down lap and kind of have the full experience. And it's there that I get to usually talk about how the race went. Mateus Gonzalez has fallen back a little bit. He's battling with Ariel and Ermer. 3rd, 4th, and 5th. Really?
We've just cut the track.
Track cut. I'm surprised at that. Piratelli usually has fairly forgiving track limits.
Your brake temperatures are fine.
As long as you don't go 4 wheels off. But alas, there we are. Not much to talk about in terms of pit
Jesus, what
strategy.
the heck was
The gap in
that?
front is
We're
now
not taking any
0.5.
fuel in,
Locked up.
so I'm out braking Ermer into Ravazza, so that's good to know. Although getting a little bit wide there, so maybe
Yellow
not
flag in
necessarily a
sector
good
1.
thing, just a fact to think about.
Delgado is getting closer. The gap's come down to 0.7. They're faster
Really,
than
I
us
was actually
in
faster than
Variante
Delgado
Alta.
that lap, but he's concerned about
Green flag
imposing on
sector
me.
1.
It's actually Komorowski who did a 44.6 that I should be really worried about. Because, oh lord, he coming. Like a big part of this race, though, will be the blue flags. Because it's only a slightly over... It's a 103 to 105 second lap. So, even with it being
Okay, Michael,
60 as
don't let
opposed
this
to
guy
90,
distract you.
we will at some point have some blue flags to deal with, and Imola is not a track with a tremendously large number of good blue flag spots. It's basically just the start-finish straight, to be honest. And, well, this area after Alta and before Ravazza is usually okay. Window opens in 3. Still haven't seen Gonzalez pit, so if he definitely looks like he did not get a drive-through, because it would have happened before now. He either would have served it or have been black flagged. Let's see what they're doing. 46, 45. I did a 44.6, although it was technically illegal because of the cut the previous lap. Kind of outbraking Ermer everywhere. So that does open up some overtaking possibilities. I'm just going to kind of show him my nose in Villeneuve here. I didn't really want him to go for that overtake.
Pit window opens in 2 minutes.
But I want him to kind of think about it. See if we can sucker him into a defensive move and then just take it. Or he can give away some of his defensive tendencies around here. And maybe I can use that to plot an overtake. Given the choice, I'd probably want to overtake him at Tamburello. Because I think that's the strongest spot for the Callaway relative to the Porsche. Because as we saw at Daytona, the Porsches don't have great straight line speed. Tamburello's at the end
Michael,
of a
stay close. Wait for him to make a mistake.
large
Slow into Ravazza 1. Pit window opens in 1 minute.
To be honest, it feels like Ravazza might be also a really good spot, but I've never really had a lot of great experiences overtaking at Ravazza, I'm just saying.
Yellow flag sector 3. Yellow flag sector 1.
Borrowing a little bit of a...
We think P6 has binned it in. Villeneuve, sector 1 is clear.
Car right. Clear right.
Yeah, that's going to be a cut.
Yellow flag, stay sharp. We'll be warned about track limits. Green flag, you're clear.
Might lose a spot to Delgado off that.
Left side.
See, I got in beside him and I had
Hold
to
your
brake
line.
early. And then just
Hold your line. Clear left.
completely lost the plot there.
On your left. Clear left.
See, I overcooked it.
Green flag sector 3.
Get my spot back. Tires are coming back. Back from the dead tonight.
Pit window is open.
Pit window opens up. Honestly, we're just gonna go pretty much as late as possible because of the potential suspension damages. I want to give myself the biggest get out of jail free card that I can. It's open for 30 more minutes, so we'll be pitting with less than 20 left if everything goes according to plan.
Use all the track. Force them to find the gap. They're faster than us into Tamburello.
Because tires
Your front brakes are getting
really
pretty
not a
hot.
concern. You can see we're a quarter of the way through the race and we're only down to 88% on
The leader, Alexandra, is
lowest
pitting.
tire. Alexandre is pitting early. Okay. Maybe suspension damage. I mean, that would be obviously the thing. If we get suspension damage, we'll go in early.
Edmonds is leading the race.
Tony also am.
Well done, Michael. You're looking really good. Come on, keep your
Edmonds,
focus.
Gonzalez,
P4.
Irmer, and me. And it's Mauricio. John Barker up a spot. So either Komorowski pitted or he had a moment. Because he's behind. He's in the pits. Okay. So he's behind Fordham, and we saw Fordham off track earlier. So. Alexandre drive through. Did it say drive through served or drive through acquired? So I kind of had a hard time feeling that Alexandre would have suspension damage to warrant a
The gap to
early pit
Delgado
stop.
behind is increasing. It's now 0.8.
Generally, when you're in the lead, you go deep. Because, especially when you're, in the lead like he was, which was quite a ways up. Through Alta. Wow. You could hear Mauricio. Not really sure why. Wasn't a terrible entry to Alta or anything from me. It's really more the exit that was kind of shabby. And not a very good run through. Ravazza. Dirty tires, and in this game, dirty tires are ridiculous.
That lap was at 145.71.
That's Butler in the pits. He's a GTE. Alright, through Team Barello. Let's just settle down here. Had a couple of less than ideal laps. You know, some of it assisted by other cars, but some of it just
These
bad
damage
driving.
magics, just be careful.
Martin said something about damage and magic. Magic's in a GTE.
Okay, Michael, hold your nerve, just
Sure,
keep
what
it smooth,
he's-
no mistakes.
Not sure why any damage would be relevant to Martin. We'll see. Surprisingly forgiving track limits at Aqua Minerales.
Where's the pit limit line on this track? I just got to drive through.
It's very early.
Very early.
Like as soon as the fence start, literally.
This track can officially eat at a dick.
James Butler finally. I got a speeding in the pit lane penalty here for 3D speed. Because someone killed the marker.
I don't even see a marker, that's the thing. It's like you come around the corner and it's like, oh.
Yeah, the line's like right at that
Gap to
corner.
Delgado, behind is now 1.1.
Gotta be
That lap was at
slow.
144.58.
So I made about 2/10 on Irmer there, and I'm getting a little bit of room to breathe with as far as Mauricio Delgado is concerned. I am losing ground to Jamie Fordham, who's very quick right now.
I went in and locked them up, of course.
Yeah.
I saw what you were doing. Still messed it up.
Catching up to the blue flag car of Wayne Hutchison here, and probably another 5, 6, 7 laps, probably. Wayne's not that much slower than us. He's about 7 seconds ahead, so.
You can throw them Matthias if you want.
Not really much to talk about. He just pitted early. Running in 12, so he's ahead of a couple of GT3s still. My brother says
The gap in front is now
with
2.6
my illness,
seconds.
so Kyle's sick, it would seem. Check on that after the race. Bad lap, not a great lap, but not a bad one. 4/10 off. He did a 45.3. I did a 45 flat. So 3/10 made up. Mauricio doing about the same pace. Barker doing slower. I didn't see what Fordham did. Slightly aggressive line there through Villeneuve. A little over a third of the way through. Tires are still good. Damage is good. Fuel reading is
The gap
plus
to
5.5.
Delgado, behind is increasing. It's now 2.9.
Given that we have a pit stop to work with that isn't usually factored in there, probably means I actually have more than that on board. Depending if the pit stop causes us to do one less lap or not. So that did not feel like a great lap for me. Gonzalez in the pits. But it also feels like I'm closer to Irmer. Irmer did a 45.3.
P3.
I did still make up 2/10. Okay. So for my purposes, it was a perfectly fine lap. Let's puts me in 3rd place on track. Surprised to see so many early pit stops. I have to assume they're somewhat damaged and impacted because I don't know why else you would pit with 36 seconds, 36
The gap
minutes
ahead is
remaining.
now 2.9.
I could see maybe around the 30-minute mark pitting. It's where I like to pit when anything else is equal. But wouldn't be tires bringing you in, and it shouldn't be fuel. I mean, I don't know if everyone fueled up for the end. Maybe not, because suspension damage and refueling can occur simultaneously. So if you're just, you know, banking / assuming that you'll pick up damage before your pit stop, you might try to go less fuel at the start, but I can't believe
Green
you
flag
would.
sector 1.
I can't really believe you would set yourself up for less than half distance fuel. That would be a bit ridiculous. Irmer pulled off a good lap there. I had a good lap going until I went off the track and did a 46.1. Even that's not terrible. Like, that'd be terrible for a best or average lap, but for an off-form lap, it's not terrible.
Delgado is reeling you in. The gap's now 2.5.
I mean,
Yellow
it's
flag
not
in sector
really.
1. You're quicker than you, entering Variante Alta.
Not actually getting any closer to Hutchison. Yeah, a little closer than last I looked, but not even closing at the gap I thought we would see. There's really no reason he should be faster right now. He's on fresh tires, sure, but my tires are still, you know, in the green.
Sector 1 is clear.
As far as wear is concerned. Already got past Barker. By quite a bit. Barker, I think, may have gone off. Wish I could see what lap times Hutchinson's doing. But alas, I can only see what Irmer's doing. They're identical to me. Delgado had a bad lap. Fordham had a not great lap either. So, for the time being, no real threat from behind. At the same time, since my ill-fated semi-attempt to overtake Irmer, I've had no real pressure on the Porsche driver. $18 minutes, plenty of time. The only other thing that would force me into a pit stop is if it might save me time on blue flag scenarios. Like if there's a line of GT3s coming up behind me, you know, that might be a good time to get in the pits, get my shit done. Fuel number is losing safety margin, but still at 5.4. Like I said, usually that goes up after the pit stop.
The leader, Edmonds, is pitting.
Martin's in. So Irmer takes the lead. I take second place.
Sector 3 is yellow.
Hermer did a 51.
B2, that lap was a 144.65.
45-1. So I made up some ground.
Up a bit. I don't know.
Does sound like a lot of people are getting speeding in the pit lane penalties, so if I can get that correct, that might make up a fair amount of ground. Fordham is somehow only 3 seconds behind me, so he did some kind of Houdini act last lap. Jesus Christ. Here it was not that long ago saying there was nothing really behind me. And that's no longer true, because Jamie Fordham, the BMW killer, is coming.
The gap behind is now 2.7.
He's a guy I've shit on a fair bit in stewarding and in these onboards, so I'm probably not his favorite person in the world.
Bartes is pitting from position 7.
It's not my opinion
he'll
when I'm
come out
talking
close
about
in front.
the penalties. It's the steward. It's totally Jack's fault. I'm just editorializing for him. Please don't hit me.
Sector 1 is yellow.
Jesus Christ, he's coming on strong. That gap's down to 2.2.
Green flag sector 3.
So he's coming. Jesus Christ.
Green flag sector 1.
And I'm doing a good lap. He's got to be doing like a 43. He's got to be doing like a Q lap. Hermer's in.
The leader's pitting
Dead
now.
on the halfway point.
There's a car leaving the pits. Okay, Michael, halfway home. We've got plenty of fuel. You're now in the lead.
45 flat. Fordham did a 44.4. So it's not quite as good as I was thinking. Maybe he just has a kind of bad third sector. Because the gap did stop closing in the third sector, and I had a bad third sector, so maybe it's just a case of him being lightning in a bottle for sectors 1 and 2. So that has become honestly the most poignant pit stop concern, is I don't really want to get into a long-term battle with Fordham. If that's not who I'm fighting with, if you know what I'm saying. Because with the pace he's putting up, he might just be effectively ahead of me. Although he did just drop back to 2.6 back, so made a mistake, I imagine. Like, he's coming back from a spin and is this close to the front, so he might be really on the podium. I might be just fighting for like a top 5 or a mid-table top 10. So getting it into it with him would not be a great idea. I will say, despite the fact that the tires are supposedly still full grip, Ravazza is becoming a bit difficult.
The car behind's pitting now.
So, alright, he pitted. Taking himself out of that equation. Probably pit in the next couple of laps. 27 minutes left. Maybe in the next 2.
Okay, Michael, you've used half your fuel.
Part of me wants to not go too super deep because I've made fun of people for going super deep. Part of me is also like, there's no reason not to go super deep. Like, you know that the tires are not really a limiting factor, or if they are, it's the backs, which you're not going to switch.
Yellow flag. Incident clear.
No
Green flag. Faster car behind. He's racing us for position. Don't expect a blue flag. Sector 2 is clear.
At least until Barrier, who just went off, and Huerta catch up to me. Still doing good laps. like the undercut pace shouldn't really be extreme. In fact, we're just about to put up my fastest lap of the race.
Your lap time was at 1:44.52. Good lap. That's your quickest so far.
The thing to look at is I can see Edmonds' gap to me, which is about 33 seconds. If that starts tumbling down, then we have a problem. Of course, if I make mistakes like that, it doesn't really matter what anyone does, it's going to be a problem. Barrier in my rear. You, again, not going to fight him, but technically we're not even blue flagged.
Clear left.
Go. Communicated that nice and early. I appreciate that. Next on my list, it will be Hertha, but not for a while yet. Lost a ton of ground on this lap because of the blue flag and just a straight up mistake coming out of Tamburello. Imagine this is probably going to be like a 47-ish lap. 46 is at best. Yeah, 46.7. I'll probably pit next lap. We got Smith there. Huerta's going to be up on me.
Faster car behind. They're racing us for position. There'll be no blue flag.
In a reasonably short period of time, because I'm seeing minute 40 lap times for the GTEs, so 4 to 5 seconds faster, and he is.
You're leading.
Actually, he pitted, so that doesn't really matter. Max Simmons is going late too, but I do have Smith, and then coming up behind him will be Lompe and Simmons.
Right side. Hold your line.
Wide.
Still
Try
there.
to let him
Clear
through.
right.
Done. Lost a boatload of time. Again. Couldn't really appreciate that though, with Smith coming out of the pits. He was kind of he was not really a factor that was in my realm of cognition, shall we say. And when the pit's ahead, let's just do it.
Alright, Michael, you'll be coming out into traffic. We should come out into position 5, really close between P6 and P5.
So this probably puts me in a better spot than I thought it was going to be. A little bit of suspension fix in there as well.
Go, go, go.
Get the Evans and Gonzalez out ahead of me. Alchandre's not really fighting with me, even if I do get out ahead. Fordham's going to beat me out. Question is...
There's a car approaching. Don't cross the white line.
We get Ermer. No! We come out behind Rene. Damn it. Beat out Ariel, though. He's falling back. Penalty, maybe? I don't know. Feels like he would have fallen further back with penalty, but... Maybe.
The guy behind's catching. The gap's now 2.2 seconds.
If not for Martin Smith, I'm not blaming
Minor
Smith.
wear on your rear tires.
He did everything fine. Like it's just a bad timing thing. If not for Martin Smith's pit stop timing, I think I would have
The gap in front
come out
now
ahead
1.9
of
seconds.
Irmer and Fordham. But that was well timed. That was when the tires started dropping off on the front. So this will maximize the front tires.
Your rears are cold.
We'll see what we can do. Komorowski has made up some good ground. Only 2 seconds back. Let's say that Mauricio and John Barker have vanished though a little bit. Chandre, fastest lap.
P6.
That's gonna mean nothing because it was pit stop lap. This is my out lap.
Incident in Sector 2. Sector 2 is yellow.
I feel that probably doesn't help me though. I think everyone I'm racing is in Sector 1.
Okay, Michael.
And of
had a bit
course,
suspension damage. It's
right
probably
after
alright.
a pit
That's
stop,
20 minutes to go. 20 minutes.
Pit stop suspension damage comes into play. Damn it!
Left side tyres are cold.
Why couldn't I have made that mistake 1 lap earlier? Or, well, 2 laps earlier. Then it could have been fixed in the pit stop, and I wouldn't have to race the rest of the race with this. Oh well. Let's go. There is a bead of sweat rolling right into my eyeball. That's lovely. Komorowski getting a little closer, but nothing ridiculous. And I am catching Irmer, it seems. This lap is going to be kind of shitty. Could be like a 45-2. .51, 44.9. She ended up losing a little bit of ground to both Irmer and Komorowski.
The gap in front is now 2.1 seconds.
Can still see Fordham up ahead.
The gap behind is now 2.1.
You can really feel those back tires slipping through Variante Villeneuve. It's really just Villeneuve though so far. Everywhere else they feel okay. Kind of thought they would give away more at right there, Aqua Minerale, to be honest, but not the case. Thought that would be the worst spot.
There's a faster car approaching.
Of course, we're also getting the problem of the unmatched tires, which is going to make it a little bit worse down the stretch.
Pit window closing in 2 minutes.
I don't need a pit window, so I don't know why you're updating me on that. Closing out to Fort. Oh my! Okay, that's Kaschuk. Okay, that was like a 42. 42's Really not all that impressive for a GT, but it would have been for a GT3.
Incident in Sector 1. Sector 1 is yellow.
Just not used to a GT3 being air quotes behind me.
The gap
in
ahead
the
is now
race.
2.5 seconds.
And just vanished. So, I think he was the yellow flag. Ariel coming up behind me as well. So I got Komorowski to worry about, Ariel to worry about. I think I'm good on Delgado and Barker, who are 9th and 10th.
Pit window closing in 1 minute.
I think I probably have the pit or the speed to keep them behind me, and I've got a good head start. I'm also
Sector 1 is
slowly
clear.
but surely adapting to the bad back tires.
You're being caught by the GTE cars. Your front brakes are getting a bit hot.
Jesus Huerta's going to come up to me. Probably next lap. Ideally, probably on the start-finish straight would be amazing. Be amazingly good luck, but I've had bad luck with the. I've had nothing really but bad luck with the blue flag so far. Had to clear the last one at Aqua Minerale.
Blue flag. Sectors 1 and 2 are 0,
fastest lap.
128 off the pace. Sector 3
PB,
is
I should say.
0.5 off the pace. Okay, Michael, come on, stay focused.
He's gonna catch
Apex
me
is an
coming out of
exit. Apex is an
Tamburello, which
exit.
is not a
15 minutes left.
bad
That's 15
spot.
minutes. Blue flag. Pit window is now closed.
Go, 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 go. I'll
On
break
your
early.
left.
I don't mind.
Clear left.
The only thing questionable about that, of course, is that I think the secondary braking zone for Villeneuve, and I noticed this in practice. I think for the GTs it's a lot longer. So I think you saw it there. You know, he gets past me, but then I'm like almost in his ass because of the braking differential between the two classes into the second part of Villeneuve. Irmer got a little bit lucky there, where he had to clear his blue. Mine wasn't bad, though. I think the worst out of the three of us was Komorowski. Tony's catching up kind of all around.
We're gaining on the car in front. The gap's now 1.9.
It's not surprising. He is an ESR Platinum rated driver. Although I believe he is representing E-Sports Racing Argentina for this series. Okay. What did Irmer do? 45 flat. 45 flat, so not much difference. So we can both get a lap this lap. Lose 2/10 to Komorowski. Surprised it wasn't more. I think aside from the blue flag, that wasn't that was not a very good lap for other reasons pace-wise. Oh. Like the back tires through Variante.
Okay, Michael, there's a faster car approaching.
Tobias TH is coming. Hope for a good spot, but we'll find out. It's probably not going to be. He's probably going to catch me in Minerale. Please. Okay, he didn't catch me in Minerale. Cool. I can brake early for Alta if he wants to go for it. He does not.
P6.
And this is actually going to work out pretty good.
Left side. Still there. Clear left.
Just a little lift, and he's through. Although it does break my momentum here. I was catching up quite rapidly to Irmer. Looks like Irmer's going to get okay on the... Yeah, he can let him through there at Tamburello. And that will be nice and easy. And I did not get a great run through Tamburello, so... Villeneuve got a good drive out of it this time. Tosa here is also a little bit of a bad spot. Komorowski's lost out to Zatoni. I think he went off the track to make that happen. Because it's not like the gap, it's not like Zatoni's gap to me is particularly closer.
The gap in front is now 0.9.
He just is the car, he just is the next car now.
Stay between the lines, please, Michael.
Yeah, no choice but to take that track cut, really. He is weak into Ravazza, but it's a really awkward spot to make the overtake.
Alexandra is now in the lead.
As Alfonso
10 minutes remaining, 10
Alexandre has
minutes.
hit the front once again. Really should be in GTE, that guy. He's kind of in a land of his own, GT3-wise. Yeah. Only reason he's not dominating the championship is some spotty attendance and a penalty back at Portimao. That has somewhat sidetracked him. Oh!
Left side, clear left.
I wonder if he panicked
Good
because I
move, mate.
varied my braking there a little bit. Shouldn't have been. Irmer's a good enough driver that that trick shouldn't work. But you never know. It's all psychological mind games, it's to a certain degree. Looking like we're the top 5 to celebrate the end of the season here. Fuel to the end, 16. And change.
The gap behind is now 1.7 seconds.
8.5 minutes. Slated for 5 more
There's a faster class car behind.
laps.
You're looking really good. Come on, keep your focus. P5.
44.9, that's not bad. Doubt I can catch Fordham. He is quite a ways ahead. Eight and a half seconds, and he's faster than me to begin with. And we have, in theory, what, 4 laps left? 5 laps? So
Blue flag.
I'd have to be almost 2 seconds a lap faster to really make that play happen.
Your brake temperatures look good.
Ariel Zatoni needs about a second a lap on me if he wants to catch up. Still probably is the most interesting thing around right now. And of course, I've got Max Simmons behind me. Who's not known for his patience with blue flags. Go inside, thank you.
Right side.
Got a good
Hold
spot
your line,
there.
clear right.
Which lets him handle it into Variante Alta. Had a rough run through Aqua Minerale there, though. Kind of a good thing, because it let that be a no nonsense moment, to be honest, but does mean this lap time is going to be a bit shit. As Tony is catching. I need some blue flag traffic to lend me a hand.
145.53. Sector 2's a second off the pace.
She's only doing 45s too. Interesting. I wonder if everyone's rear tires are just kind of gone. Even though we're getting pretty close to qualifying level fuel, we have nowhere near qualifying rear tires, unless we took all four.
The gap behind is now 1.9.
We'll find out if someone starts putting up like gang.
Yellow
Whoa!
flag, sector 2
Armor
is
off.
clear.
Armor way off at Tosa. What the hell happened there?
The gap in front has increased. It's now about 9.6.
Yeah. It increased because of the blue flag. If Simmons catches him in an awkward spot, that'll bring him back to me. But I don't think forward
All right,
momentum
Michael.
is really on
class
the
car approaching.
cards here. It is, can I hold off Mr. Ariel Zatoni, the dual allegiance man? Got a match of cash jump coming up as well. That is
5 minutes to go. 5
not
minutes left.
technically a blue flag scenario, but it's effectively a blue flag scenario. So I'm gonna see if we can make this happen at the most
You've got 10 minutes of
reasonable
fuel
time for
remaining.
me. Fordham's doing 44.5, so he's still got pace. Cash check's probably coming through. No. Go.
Car right. Car right. Clear right.
Yellow flag, sector 2. The car behind's a faster class. Blue flag.
Barthez is having a good race today. That's good. He was nowhere to be found at Daytona.
Green flag, all clear.
God.
Okay, Michael, the next car is Edmonds.
Flawless race, and I messed it up right here, right now. Fucking hell. Unbelievable.
I'll give a little.
Car left. Clear left.
The gap behind is now
Throw the brake
1.9.
on there, which was less than ideal.
Blue flag.
Lots of blue flags coming into play here. Alright, so this one should be easy. Because we're on the start-finish straight.
Car left. On your left.
Hearing a
Hold
lot
your
of
line,
swearing
clear
from
left.
Martin, so I might be picking up a spot. Careful run with two GT3s ahead of me. We get a battle for 4th place here at the end. But on the dark side, I also get Ariel, who came out of all of that blue flag with a run, catching Edmonds. He's not out of the race, but he is.
It's all over you. Keep your exit speeds up. Stay smooth. They're quicker than us entering Tamburello. Just 2 minutes left. 2 minutes to go.
Still can't see him, surprisingly enough. This is, of course, the downside of the two-tire philosophy. I've got bad rear tires to defend here at the end. 2 more laps of this. Can I get it done? I've actually pulled out to a 4-second lead over Komorowski, so that's good. I think Edmonds' car is okay. Yeah, he's doing 45, so he'll stay ahead.
1 more lap to go. That lap was at
Faster than me that
145.72.
lap.
Sector 3 is 0.7 off the pace.
To Ariel. Well, the lap times doesn't really matter with how close me and Ariel are. This is who can keep their tires alive the best. Or, I have to say it, who changed all 4 tires, because Ariel did fall quite a ways back in the pit stop exchanges. Did he take rears? I don't think so, because I think he would have been catching me faster. Like, if he took all 4 tires at his pit stop, I think he would have run like 43s at some point. And it would have been obvious that he was on fresh rubber. And
Incident in Sector 3. Sector 3 is yellow. Sector 3 is clear.
Lost Jesus. I think he was winning too.
Okay, Michael, we estimate you've got 5 minutes of fuel remaining.
The Peruvian messiah of motorsport. Oh yeah, fuel's not the question. Martin's doing bad laps. So something is wrong with his car.
P5.
Did a 44.8. I'm in the 45s. But the pace does not matter. He's already caught me. His pace advantage has taken him as far as it can go. Now it is, can he defeat the iron wall of Magus, as it is known in 3D speed. Hoping this is the last lap. It says it will be. I think it will be. There are zeros on the clock. He's got one chance left. It's Ravazza. I was gonna say park the bus on the apex, but I can't. But I will hang in there for 5th place. Martin hangs in for 4th.
Good job, Andy. I've seen it.
It's over.
Well done.
Oh man, that was tough.
Last lap. Fair play.
Yeah, Rowan and I were fighting it out for, I don't know, 15 laps.
Yeah, you were about to lap me, and I thought I'm not letting him pass because I see you were catching him up.
In the end, not a bad race.
I spent a minute and a half in the pits fixing suspension.
I knew that was going to hit somebody.
Yep.
Someone is spinning around there.
Yeah, just lame.
Well,
I think Bernard left. I'm not sure what's happened to him.
finished where
He ran
I
into the back of me, I think.
finished
He
where
spun in
I
front of me,
started.
and I tapped him, and I think he
So that's
went off
good.
as well.
I'm going to mute the Discord.
But literally had nowhere to go because it was already side.
Got overtaken by Fordham, basically, and overtook Zatoni. There you go. Fordham gets a podium out of the whole thing. Phew. Fastest lap was a 44.2. Fastest lap period was a 43.1. I wonder if Alfonso took all 4 tires, or if he just dominated. Could be either. Mateus, Fordham, me, or Edmonds, me, Satoni, Komorowski, Delgado, Barker, Fight, Hutchison, Chazo way down there. Davidson, Rene Ermer, we saw him go off, Cole McRae. And in the GTE category, Tobias inherits a win from Max Simmons, Andrew D, Roman Barthez, Martin Smith, Arjun Butler, and that's it for the lead lap. And then Lampe, Kazchuk, and Huerta. 1 lap down. Barrio. Alright. That's the last one for this series. We'll be back for another 3D Speed series coming up, probably in December. And there is another multi-community event that they want me to do, and we'll see. I don't really like the cars. We'll probably do it, though. So hope you enjoyed. And check out the channel, obviously, for other stuff. We got Kerensky League Baseball coming up. New format for that. And more Battletech also coming up. And, of course, check out the Tuesday night stream, where we do have some roster openings right now.